the farm women's group Common Ground.
Common Ground is a group of farm women who want to be a resource for consumers who want to know more about how their food is grown. In this segment, we hear from volunteer Susan Littlefield, who is also the farm director at KRVN, about the uses of wool.
We are in the middle of our big machine shed, which really, there's not a lot of wool behind me right now. Just a few weeks ago, we hauled out over 31,000 pounds of wool from sheep producers all across Nebraska. We do have some more wool that is left, and we'll be having the truck come again shortly to come pick up this wool. But what we're talking about today is some exciting things that are happening in the sheep industry, specifically for those that raise sheep for wool. Now, many folks do know that my oldest child, Brian, serves in the U.S. Army. And the U.S. Army is implementing some great things for the sheep industry, and that's in regards to uniforms. Now, each uniform is going to be using a heavy dose of American wool. American wool has a long history with the United States military, by the way. And for the first time since World War II, every item in the Army's dress uniform will contain American wool. Army researchers announced that in late 2016 they were working on a wool-based fabric for new combat uniforms. The material contained 50% wool in an effort to create a flame-resistant uniform capable of keeping our soldiers safer on the front line. Drill sergeants are expected to be the next group to receive the uniforms, and they will be issued to new recruits in the fall and to other installations later this year, and that includes my son. Here's some interesting facts. 1 pound of wool can make up to 10 miles of yarn. A sheep producer right now with an average fleece is getting anywhere from a dime to 25 cents a pound. You do the math on what that is on a 7 to 8 pound fleece, and you really aren't making a lot to pay the shearer. But the fact that our fleeces and the fleeces you see behind me are going to be going to uniforms for American soldiers in the Army, it's just a way that the rural industry and sheep producers are giving back in the support of our men and women, not only here on U.S. soils, but globally. And personally, I think it's pretty cool. And when I come back, I'm going to take you into my kitchen, and yep, we're making lamb chops.
And that looks good.
It sure does.
Yeah, all right.